If you found this video, it wasn't by chance. Stop everything you're doing and pay attention. This video isn't for everyone. Only champions will discover this message today. And if you're here, know that the universe is giving you a sign. The question is, will you ignore it? Bob Proctor always said, everything you need to achieve your dreams is already within you. And that's exactly what I want to show you today. Most people go through life never understanding what truly separates those who win from those who spend their days complaining about life. But today you'll have that answer. And once you know, you'll never see the world the same way again. But beware, this message might be uncomfortable. Everything you believe could be challenged. So I dare you, if you're strong enough to face this truth, comment right now, I choose to win. Write it, because that'll be the first step of your transformation. If you've ever felt you were born for something greater, if you know you have potential, but it seems like something invisible is holding you back, then stay here. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the mental code of champions. But attention, only those ready for this change will remain until the end. The others will simply give up. I'm going to show you what millionaires and winners do differently. And more importantly, I'll teach you how to apply this immediately to your life. But first, I need to tell you a brutal truth that nobody has the courage to speak about. Here's the brutal truth. Most people never get anywhere because they're trapped in an invisible cycle, a cycle that keeps them stagnant, going in circles without even realizing they're being controlled. From early on, you were programmed to think small, to follow rules you never questioned, to accept that life is just like this. You learn to see the world this way. Imagine a circus elephant. From when it's a calf, it's tied by a chain to a stake in the ground. At first, it tries to break free but doesn't have enough strength. Over time, it gives up. Even after growing and becoming a giant animal, it never tries to escape again. The chain wouldn't even need to be there. It's already trapped by its own mind. Now think, how many invisible chains are holding you back right at this moment? You might not realize it, but your mind works the same way. You've been conditioned to believe there are limits to what you can achieve. You were taught to fear failure, to doubt your own potential. And this conditioning has become a mental autopilot, controlling every one of your decisions. But here's the crucial point. Champions break this cycle. They know the mind governs everything. They reprogram their beliefs. They don't accept living trapped by rules imposed without question. And now I ask you, will you continue living with these invisible chains, or are you ready to understand how winners think, and more importantly, how you can apply this to your life starting now? You've stopped to observe how some individuals always seem to be in control of their lives. They have the ability to transform practically any situation into something advantageous, whether it's an Olympic athlete breaking records or a millionaire creating new business opportunities every day. There's something common amongst them all, a winner's identity. But what exactly is this winner's identity? It's not about innate talent or divine luck. The winner's identity is rooted in a mentality that doesn't accept permanent failures, but sees failure as part of the growth process. Champions have something most people don't. They understand the power of the mind, and more importantly, they know how to use it to their advantage. The great difference between a champion and an ordinary person isn't in circumstances or luck, but in how each sees reality. The champion doesn't let life's difficulties affect them. They use them as fuel to achieve something greater. They have a clear vision of what they desire and an unshakable belief that they can achieve it. They visualize themselves already conquering their objectives before even starting to act. This confidence, this certainty is what creates the differential. But how does this work in practice? The answer lies in mental reprogramming. This might sound complex, but it's quite simple to understand. You are what you think. The human mind is like a computer. It receives information, stores it, and executes it. And the good news is that you can reprogram this machine.
When you change the way you think, you change the results you get in life. This is exactly what happens with people who achieve great feats. They don't conform to the negative patterns that society or education try to impose. They consciously alter their limiting beliefs and reprogram their thoughts. They know that thoughts create feelings, and feelings, in turn, create actions. When you're thinking positively, focused, and determined, your actions will reflect this winning mentality, and your results will begin to appear. The true key to achieving success lies in changing how you see yourself. If you continue to see yourself as someone limited, trapped in a mediocre routine, your reality will be a reflection of that. But if you see yourself as someone capable of great achievements, your life will begin to align with this vision. Believe me, if you change the way you think about yourself, your reality will change. And here enters the crucial difference between champions and other people. They're not afraid of failure. Quite the opposite, they embrace it. They know that each mistake, each stumble is a learning opportunity, an opportunity to become even stronger. For a champion, failure isn't an obstacle, it's a necessary part of the path to success. A clear example of this can be seen in the world of elite athletes. Take the case of Michael Jordan, considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Before becoming a legend, he was cut from his basketball team in secondary school. Imagine if he had let that failure define his future. But he didn't. He used that setback as motivation to work even harder. He knew that failure wasn't a permanent sentence, it was a necessary step to achieve greatness. Another example, Napoleon Hill, in his book Think and Grow Rich, demonstrated that the key to wealth isn't just knowing what to do, but thinking correctly. He proved through hundreds of interviews with successful people that the right mentality attracts opportunities, whilst a mentality of scarcity and fear attracts failures. The secret isn't just knowing what to do, but believing you can do it even when everything around you suggests otherwise. Now, the big question is, will you continue accepting this programming that limits you, or will you take control of your mind and begin reprogramming your reality? Here's the truth many are afraid to face. If you don't take control of your mind, someone else will do it for you. And if you continue letting your limiting beliefs and fear of failure dominate your life, you'll be surrendering your power to the system. It's time to take the reins of your life and start acting like a winner. Champions know that everything begins in the mind. They're not more special than you, they simply made a conscious decision to think and act differently. Now you also have this opportunity. Are you ready to take control of your mind and conquer everything you've desired? The moment to act is now. Now that you understand how champions' minds work, I'm going to show you how to apply this winning mentality practically in your daily life. Prepare to transform your life once and for all. If you want to change your life, you need to start with your mind. This isn't just a catchphrase, it's the key to unlocking your true potential. And the exercise I'm going to present to you now has the power to transform your reality profoundly and impactfully. This exercise isn't complicated, but it requires practice and commitment. It's based on a simple technique used by champions in various areas of life: visualization. Why is visualization so powerful? Because the mind doesn't distinguish reality from imagination. What you see in your mind, it begins to believe as truth. And when the mind believes something with enough force, the body begins to act towards it. Visualization isn't a distant dream. It's the construction of a reality that's ahead of you, waiting to be lived. Here's the step-by-step of this transformative exercise. Choose a clear objective, something you desire deeply. It could be achieving a promotion, reaching a financial goal, or even improving your health. The important thing is that it's something with real meaning for you.
Visualize yourself already achieving this objective. Imagine yourself living this conquest. See every detail,
what you see around you, what you feel, people's reactions around you. Feel the real emotion of success, joy, satisfaction, confidence. Feel the real emotion of conquest. It's not enough just to visualize, you need to feel the emotion. Emotion is the fuel that makes visualization materialize. The more intense the emotion, the stronger the programming in your mind will be. Reinforce daily. Constant practice is the key to transforming visualization into concrete reality. Dedicate a few minutes every day to this exercise. The mind needs to be trained just like the body. Activation phrase. The mind doesn't distinguish reality from imagination. Use this to your advantage. This phrase is a powerful reminder that you have control of your mind and can use this power to your advantage whenever necessary. Now, I'm going to challenge you. Practice this for 7 days. Reserve a few minutes of your day to visualize your objectives being achieved, to feel the pleasure of conquest. Do this with intensity and commitment. When you finish the 7 days, look at your life. Something will have changed. Something inside you will have transformed. Your perception of reality will be different. Are you ready to begin? Here's the truth that separates winners from those who never go beyond their own limits. It's not what you have, it's what you think. While most people struggle every day, dragging themselves through fear, insecurity, and uncertainties, true champions are on another level. They don't play the game of the more I work, the more I conquer. They play the mental game. And you can enter this game now. Millionaires, champions, leaders who dominate their lives don't do what most do. They don't think like others. They break the mental code of the masses, and that's exactly what I'm going to reveal to you now. I'm not talking about something distant or inaccessible. I'm talking about a winning mentality that's within your reach now, if you decide to understand and apply it. But be careful. If you're not willing to challenge everything you believe, this secret won't make sense to you. Here are the 3 mental habits that champions and millionaires apply, whilst 95% of people live trapped in limiting beliefs. First, they believe unconditionally in themselves. It doesn't matter what life brought, it doesn't matter what others think. They know they're capable even when everyone doubts. It's absolute confidence in their power that drives them to keep going, even when the world is against them. They don't depend on external approval. They approved themselves first. When you commit to this belief, doors begin to open. Victory begins in your mind. Second, they think in unlimited ways. While most see limits, champions see infinite possibilities. They're not limited by circumstances. They don't see themselves as victims of their conditions. They have a grandiose vision of the future, and this vision takes them to a level most can't reach. They don't dream small, they dream big. And believe me, when you start thinking big, the world begins to align with you. Third, they act with urgency without hesitating. The secret isn't perfection, but constant action. When an opportunity appears, champions don't hesitate. They don't wait for the right time or perfect conditions. They acted yesterday. If you wait for the ideal moment, you'll wait your whole life. The secret is to begin even when fear is present. Action is what creates transformation. Now, I ask you, are you truly willing to change your mentality? Are you ready to embrace this winning vision, this champion's mentality, and leave behind everything that holds you back? Because if you do this, your reality will be transformed brutally. The key lies in changing your way of thinking, now, without more excuses. You have the power to reprogram your mind and create a new reality. What you think, you become. Now it's up to you. Will you continue thinking like most people, or will you act like a champion? Will you allow yourself to remain in mediocrity, or will you choose to become the person you always knew you could be? The choice is in your hands. Are you ready to take control and change everything now? Now that you know the power of champions' minds and understand how to reprogram your limiting beliefs, the time has come to act. There's no middle ground here. You're at the front line of a decision that could change your life forever. You have 2 options. Either ignore everything you've learned until now and continue living in mediocrity,
or apply what you've learned and take the first step to success. There's no room for uncertainties. The time of waiting is over. The moment is now for action. The law of attraction won't work just like a magic wand. It's not about waiting for things to happen. It's about making the decision to act with confidence and alignment. Everything you desire is already within your reach, but it depends on one thing: your action. It's no use just wishing. You need to move, make quick decisions, and with that, the universe will respond to your energy. Now is the moment to commit. Declare this in the comments with all the energy you have. I choose action. This isn't just a phrase, it's your commitment to the universe. It's your declaration that you're ready to start attracting, manifesting, and conquering everything you desire. This is the Energy and Wisdom channel. Here, we don't just talk about the laws of the universe, we live them. You have all the power within you to transform your reality, but you'll only achieve this if you act now. The secret is in action, and you hold the key to open all the doors to your future. Don't waste any more time. Your moment has arrived. Declare in the comments, I choose action. And know that when you do this, the universe will align with your choice. The champion's mind isn't a gift, it's a choice. What will you choose?